I think there's one thing that we'll forget is how big Spain is, and Spain is just wild. Now when I say Spain is just wild, I mean that in the nicest sense, and I'm going to show you. Keep watching to the end of the video because this is just, it's ridiculous. It's got out of hand. But check out this. For the second year in a row, they're not looking too great, but we are managing to get that to focus, to grow grapes again this year. I'm not sure how they're going to turn out. Last year they were a bit all over the place, but there seems to be a lot more this year. And these vines had never had anything, they never had anybody looking after them. They were cut right back. So last year I made a concerted effort to regrow them because they'd been left just to, I don't know, they were just cut right back and they looked dead, to be honest. But there is lots of grapes growing on them. Now, if you told me years ago that I'd be growing my own grapes, I'd say that you were absolutely bonkers. But then add to that is the olives. And I'm in amongst the olives trees now, and you can look at these. I'm not too sure how these are going to turn out this year because it was such a good crop last year. And with all the bad weather that we've had, we seem to have lost a lot of the fruit. And you can see here, we seem to have lost quite a lot of the fruit all over the tree. Now it was looking like a really promising crop this year, but those heavy winds that we've had and the rain just seems to have killed a lot of them, which is unfortunate because it was looking good. And then there is the pomegranates. It's looking as if it's going to be a half decent year for the pomegranates. There's one already. But it's like the rest. I mean, you could see a lot of the flower heads got blown off with the bad winds, but there is still quite a lot of flower heads left. And yeah, there's not as many as I'd hoped. There's quite a few down there. But we'll see how many we get off that. If we go this side of the fence, you can see there's ones there as well. So they're looking good. See how many pomegranates we get there. And then there's the oranges. They fell to the same issue with all the high winds that we had. But you can see the new crop for this year. It has had a lot of them have been blown off in the wind. It's just unfortunate, but there is a lot of oranges on this tree and the other ones, which is looking good for this year also. So as well as the pomegranates and that, we've got the onions, and you just see the onions here. They're looking, we're just scanning on them. They're looking good. And then there's more onions, and then the tomatoes. The tomatoes are doing fantastic already. Let's see if we could find some tomatoes on that tree. There we go. There's ones there. So the tomatoes are looking okay. Broccoli. I think we planted the broccoli too late this season, but it's good that the beasties are going for the broccoli plants and not everything else. But that doesn't explain why Spain is so wild. What I'm about to show you is 2 weeks growth worth, and it's absolutely unbelievable. And although these orange trees are in the back are needing cut down, the weeds are just unbelievable. This takes a whole summer. To put this into perspective, it takes a whole summer for the weeds to get this height back in Scotland. And I mean a full summer. As I stand here just now, they're up to my waist. I mean, there's a drop off this curb of about a foot, but the weeds are just phenomenal. I mean, they're halfway up this tree, and that's only 2 weeks worth. Spain is completely wild. But it's good. It is good for I'm not too sure what, but this is the back end of the garden that just gets left. I mean, look at this. This is up to my waist height. Weeds waist height. And the weeds in the garden this year, if you've been watching my Instagram, you'll know that the weeds has been a massive problem with weeds this year because of the rain. But the good news is that's the rain's over. I'm going to show you the forecast right here. Yeah, so tell me, what do you grow in your garden back home? Or if you're here in Spain, if you stay in Spain, what do you grow? And we have been trying to grow avocado trees. But I think the Costa Blanca is maybe the wrong place to grow them. We tried to put them into pots to get them to root, but we've got them growing slowly, but every time we try and transfer them into the garden, they don't seem to do too well. Then in Costa del Sol, Jesus, avocado plants seem to do fine just there, but it's not as intensely heating. There's more moisture down there as well. But anyway, never mind. So, Saturday morning as I'm recording this. Oh, and I forgot to show you the fig tree. Now the fig tree last year had nothing like this on it. We've done a lot of cutting back and pruning and shaping it, and I've got to say the fig tree this year is just looking absolutely phenomenal. We've even had birds nesting in it, and the figs are starting to grow in it already, which is cool. There is one thing, I do have a love-hate relationship with this garden due to the fact that it's that big. And to be honest, I mean, I've never been a garden type person for a long time. You give me an apartment all day long, give me a penthouse all day long. I mean, I had a nice, years ago, there's no use talking about the past, you've got to live in the here and now, don't you? But this garden is huge. Looks like we're going to get a gardener in to do some work because it's too much. And especially when you're working, I could spend a day in the garden here, and then 2 days later we've had rains, and it's like, what's the point? What is the point? I don't know, it's mad. But anyway, tell me in the comments what you have in your garden. We've got, do you know what isn't grown this year that we managed to get grown last year? There's a couple of stubs where there was rose bushes, and I've got them grown last year, but even with all the rain that we've had this year, they're just not growing, they're not doing anything. And I'm just thinking, it's like, why not? I mean, I don't know. I'm not like I say, I'm not a gardener person. But this time last year we had roses on the rose bushes, so you would think that, I mean, there's not even anything on them. They look dead. I mean, I'll show you them. Come see. I mean, with all the rain that we've had, I mean, there's nothing on that at all. That looks completely dead now, doesn't it? And then there's one over there as well. That looks dead also. So, can that be revived? I doubt it. That's well and truly gone now, isn't it? So this video is really about the trials and tribulations of having a massive garden in Spain, living in the Campo, and if you're not really green-fingered, when it rains in Spain, the weeds go wild. And that's something that I never really thought about. Definitely when we moved here, I mean, all we seen was this lovely big house. Big house, massive garden, potential to grow some veg, and then obviously the lemon trees, orange trees. I mean, you think that you're living the dream. But when you work full time, the last thing you want to be doing every single day is doing something. Maybe we should have just got a gardener. Maybe that is the answer. And then the palm trees. Don't get me started on the palm trees. We've got 10 palm trees in the garden. It's 10, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11. 11 palm trees in the garden, and they all need looked after. And it's just like, what? So if you are thinking about moving to Spain and you want, and this goes into the video for tomorrow actually, because a lot of people say move to Costa Blanca, you get more for your money, and yeah, you do, to a certain extent. You can move out to the Campo in Costa Blanca, half an hour inland, and you get a decent property with a big massive garden. But then you need to think about, what do you do with it? Do you just cover it in concrete and then it's just a concrete jungle? If that's the case, you'd be as well staying in a town. It's nice having your own outdoor pool and all the rest of it, but really, if you've got something that big, you want, I don't know, there's that many houses around here that you see that are all concrete, and I think that is a complete waste. But then again, even though they are, there's a lot around here that have got massive, massive weed problems this year, and they're going to get a fright when they come out because their gardeners haven't been looking after them as well as they should. But then maybe the gardeners will come out the week before they come out and look after the property. Anyway, it's just a nice Saturday morning video showing you that Spain's wild. in the craziest sense, because it is. For what it takes a summer. I mean, there's another thing. There's wheat growing. They've already cut down one crop of wheat this year already, just round the corner from us. And there's another field that's about ready. And the wheat back in Scotland, that's not ready till August, till harvest time. It's mind blowing how things that you think are going to be ready at one time of year aren't. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. See you on the next one. Hasta luego.